What's up, everybody? Welcome into the workout called the Weasleys. We got a little EMOM style for you today. Going through 5 different movements, 1 minute a piece. Gonna have a rest after that and then go through that for 3 total rounds. So, the movements for today are jumping lunges, V-ups, dips, weighted sit-ups, and goblet squats. So you're gonna need a couple things today for your workout. One, you're gonna need some sort of weight to hold for those goblet squats and for the sit-ups. And then you're also going to need some sort of ledge, some sort of thing you can rest your hands on for those dips. So that can be a couch. If you have a box, that's fantastic. It could be a chair. Whatever you have around that works is totally fine, whatever you have available to you today. So we're going to go ahead, get right through these movements, make sure we're kind of hitting all of our points that we want to see for them today, and then we're going to jump right into it. So, starting with the jumping lunges, Lauren's going to demo here for us. You're going to first, let's start with just the lunge. Sorry, threw you off there. We're going to start with just the lunge, just to make sure we're hitting the solid stance that we want. So notice she went wide with her feet as well as long. So yeah, more of a front arm view is perfect. That front shin is vertical. We're not riding the tightrope. So go ahead and step on back. Do one more with the other leg. Perfect. This is the landing position we're looking for every time. Now, to make it jumping lunges, go ahead and stand on up again. We're going to jump into our first lunge, and immediately jump on up, extend those hips, into our next lunge. Up, and back down. Let's see, 2 more. Good, go ahead and relax. So that's what we're looking for today, that solid base each time. I know it's going to get easy as we get tired to kind of hunch forward, have just tiny little steps each time. Do your best because today is for quality. You can count your reps if you want, but we're really looking for that quality movement today. So that would be key for the jumping lunges there. If those do become a little too difficult, if you feel like you have to take very long rests, more than 10-15 seconds at a time, since this is only a minute, go ahead and scale that just to normal lunges. I want you to still move through this, still be able to get a good workout in, and not have to take a lot of rest in order to do that. So that is the option for that today. Next movement, V-ups. You're going to be on your back for this. For the full movement, we're ideally keeping our legs straight, and then you're going to use those arms, meet in a V position, touch those toes, come on back down. Good, breathing through each rep as you go. Perfect. If you need to scale this down a little bit, you can do a tuck up, so not needing to keep those legs straight anymore, but still having solid core engagement there. Good. You can have those arms to the side, or you can still even use those arms for momentum. Perfect. Great, so that is the V-up for today. A couple different options there. Dips, this is where that couch or chair or box comes into play. There's a couple different ways you can do this. You can have your feet closer to you in order to have your knees bent. It's going to decrease that leverage a little bit. So we're going to go ahead, lower ourselves down, keeping those hands as close in to the hips as you can. We're looking just for those shoulders to get below the elbows, which she is currently doing right now. Notice her butt isn't touching the ground. That's okay. We don't need to overextend in this position to cause some kind of, flare up in the shoulders. We're just looking for the shoulders to get below the elbows each time. If you want to make this a little bit more difficult, you can extend the legs as well and have them straight. Let's see if we can just do one here. And back up. Perfect. So that'd be a little bit more difficult variation for you there. So yeah, the closer you're bringing your feet, the easier it gets. Fourth movement, weighted sit-ups. So again, any sort of weighted implement. It can be a light kettlebell, a light dumbbell. We're using a slam ball here, or it can be, can of food, pots and pans, whatever you have lying around in the house. So, we're gonna go ahead, starting your top part of the sit-up position, gonna go on back, touch those shoulders to the ground, and then come on back up. Really engaging the core there. Notice she's keeping that weight close to her chest the entire time. We're not having our arms extended for these today. We're not going behind the head or up overhead in the top part. We're keeping that weight close to the chest. And notice if you want to turn a little bit more to get a profile view. There we go. Don't hit your head. Her chest and her torso is coming all the way past 90 degrees. That's where we count the full rep. No short reps today. Again, we're going for quality. Of course, if these get to be a little too difficult, scale down in weight, or just cut out the weight in general. Go ahead and just hit some normal sit-ups. We want you to keep moving today through these movements. And finally, the Goblet Squat. You can use the same weight that you had for the sit-ups. If you want to go a little heavier, have 2 weights available to you today. That's all right. Looking for that good front rack position, right? Elbows close underneath that weight. If you can get it a little bit in front even, fantastic. We want those hands underneath that weighted implement. From here, squatting down like we all know how to do, right? Driving those knees out, making sure the hip crease is below the knees and her chest is upright. It's going to be easy with that weight today to maybe dip a little bit more forward. We want you to fight that. Keep those shoulder blades kind of pinched back together. Big proud chest as you come on down through that squat. Perfect. And as always, breathing through these as well as we get a little bit more tired in this workout. So those are the movements for today. Going through 1 minute apiece. After those squats, you're going to have a 1 minute rest. Kind of a time to recoup. Get ready for round 2. Go through it one more time. And then round 3. And then you're done. All right. Are you ready?
That's all.
That's all. That's all. All right, everybody. We're going to get started here. So go ahead. Get set up. We are going to go in 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go. Starting with those jumping lunges. Again, goal here is to move throughout the entire minute today. So set a pace that is will allow you to do that. Don't come out super hot in the first 30 seconds and then have to stand around a lot in the second half of that minute. So what Lauren is doing here is great. Hitting a few reps, shaking it out for just 2 to 3 seconds. Getting back into it again in order to keep moving.
Halfway there.
30 seconds left here. Perfect. Keeping that upright chest every time through that lunge position. Got 10 more seconds. Get a few more reps. Into those V-ups. Using those arms for momentum. If you're going for the full movement, doing our best to keep the legs locked out, or as locked out as you can. Make sure you're breathing through each rep here, kind of in the back part. Doing great, there you go. 1 rep at a time, keep moving through.
Halfway there.
There you go. Perfect. Scaling down just a little bit if you need to in order to keep moving. That's the goal for today.
Ten seconds.
Here we go. A few more reps, everybody. Keep it going. The next one, dips. Going to your dip station. Again, having those hands close to the body. We don't want them super wide on this. That puts a lot of excess pressure on the rotator cuff and the shoulder that we don't want to see. That torso and upper body's coming straight down here, dropping the butt straight down. Fantastic. Making sure we're hitting full depth every time. Again, that doesn't mean that your body has to touch the ground. Just looking for that shoulder to get below our elbow in the bottom portion of the dip. Perfect. Great job.
10 seconds.
There we go. Bust out a couple more. Weighted sit-ups. Grab that weight you have lying around. At least start with that. Try it out. Make sure you get a few reps in there. With this sit-up position, you can have your knees bent, such as Lauren's doing. You can have your legs straight in a more pike position. You can have them out, kind of bent to the sides for more of a butterfly sit-up. Whatever is most comfortable for you will allow you to move through this.
Halfway there.
There you go. Doing great.
Ten seconds.
Fantastic. Couple more. Awesome. Last movement here, then we get a rest. Goblet squats. There you go. Keeping the weight through the heels the entire time. I know with that weight in front, it might be easy to come up on the toes in the bottom portion of the squat there. Really want to have that full foot on the ground. Nice, Lauren, finding that pace. There you go.
Halfway there.
Make sure you're breathing through each rep too. Doing a great job of that here. Just 10 more seconds, then we get a nice long rest. Fantastic. Great job. One round through. So during this rest, focusing on some deep breaths here. You hear me say this a lot, but we want to work on recovery, bringing that heart rate back down, getting our bodies ready for this next round coming up. So if you need to sit down, do that for a few seconds, but then try to stand back up with at least 20 seconds left. Shake things out.
Halfway there.
Don't let your body think that you're done yet. You got a couple more rounds to go. Good. Into the nose, out of the mouth.
10 seconds.
Alright, everybody. Buddy. Going back to the stuck in lunges.
Everybody.
Everybody. Everyone and everybody. There we go. Long, wide lunges every time. Working on that full extension as we jump out. You don't have to be fast. You just have to hit all those points that we're looking for today.
Halfway there.
Good job.
Seconds.
A few more in here. There you go. And switching it up to V-ups. Getting those abs involved again. Using those arms to generate momentum. Scaling down to hookups if you need to.
Halfway there.
Go. Keep breathing through
10
it.
seconds.
Maybe 1 or 2 more reps here. Fantastic. Dip time. Here we go. Only arm movement today. So push it as much as you can on these. Shaking it out. Get ready for a few more.
Halfway there.
Awesome. Again, making sure we're hitting full depth. No arms are getting tired.
Ten seconds.
Perfect. 2, 1. Weighted sit-ups. Keeping that weight close to the chest. Perfect. Controlling that breath every rep here. Doing great, Lauren. You got it.
Halfway there. Ten seconds.
Getting close. A few more reps here. Breathe in. Very nice. Alright, last one for this round. Goblet squats again. Perfect. Again, keeping that chest upright. Breathing every rep. Elbows underneath that weight.
Halfway there.
Solid pace with these last 10 seconds. Try not to stop. You get a rest. Yeah. Woo! There we go. Just one more left. That's it. Again, using this rest productively. Taking a quick break, letting those muscles relax. And getting some deep breaths in. Things out. If anything's getting a little tight, maybe stretch it out quickly.
Halfway there.
Make sure those muscles stay loose. And we're going through that one more time here in about 15 seconds.
Ten seconds.
Alright, last time through those jumping lunges. And go. Doing our best to have the same good form that we had on that first round. I know we're more tired now. Becomes more of a mental game. Doing great.
Halfway there.
Really good. There you go. Staying loose, shaking it out, back into it. Just a few more, still keeping that wide stance.
10 seconds.
Perfect. Doing great. And those are done. V-ups. Goals to keep moving here. And we've had a lot of core movement up to this point, so scale accordingly.
Halfway there.
There you go.
Ten seconds.
A few more. Fantastic. Back to those dips. Taking a second, shaking it out, and then get right into it, even if it's just a few reps. Hit a few, take a quick break, hit a few more.
Halfway there.
Very nice. Sending those elbows back. Getting our shoulders below our elbows still. Even in this third round. You got it.
10 seconds.
Couple more reps to go. Woo! Great job. Just 2 more movements and that's it. Weighted sit-ups. Managing the rep scheme, maybe hitting just 3 or 4, taking a 3 or 4 second rest, hitting 3 or 4 more, whatever you need to do to keep moving. Good. You're doing a great job of breathing there.
10 seconds.
Last round, Goblet Squats. Challenge yourself on this one. Last 45 seconds here. See how many you can do. Try to set a pace that you can go unbroken.
Halfway there.
Go. Great job. Great job. Keep it up. This is it. Home stretch.
10 seconds.
Just last 10. Two, 1.
Well done.
Woo! Awesome job. Great job, everybody. Lauren, thanks for working out with us today. Hopefully it's not too hot for you. And great job, everybody. Way to keep pushing through that. Way to focus on that form. That good form builds better quality workouts in the future. So we got to focus on that every now and again. So way to push through it. Hope you had a great workout. And we'll see you in the next one.